This is Lostpinky's Nerf testing intro. All items tested have been purchased by me, with no freebies or endorsements. To speed up the testing process, every motor pair were wired up beforehand, and I attempted to make sure all the looms were close to the same size. It took roughly 3 days working on these looms after work each night. The point of this testing is to find the best combinations for running in a Nerf Modulus ECS10, and as you can see here, the test rig was cut out to make it easier to get the parts in and out of. Here's a closer look where you can see the Modulus rifling fit nicely up against the OFP cage. I used 3 sets of darts for each test in order to gain stats for multiple crush levels in the future and compare them fairly. The tests I perform, however, can give an indicator of the sort of performance other blasters might achieve with similar setups. A 1300 mAh 3S Turnigy graphene LiPo with a 65C discharge was used for the testing. It was charged to 12 volts for each test to ensure the drain curve was shallow and consistent. The swap over procedure for each motor set was consistent, and as shown in the video, I try to ensure that the spacing for the wheels is always consistent on the motor and cage. The testing rig is a Nerf Modulus ECS10, and all connectors are wired with XT60s to allow for easier swaps. I've been in the Nerf hobby since December 2016 and have witnessed some rapid changes in the speed achieved by flywheel-based Nerf blasters in that time. Often the setup you create is key for a certain target usage, and so far my blasters have been designed for open field Nerf wars at places like Sydney Nerf and Sydney HVZ in Australia. I just have never been able to build a rig with high speeds and consistent reliability, and this is the reason why I chose to begin this testing process in the first place. I only had to unscrew and rescrew 4 screws for the cage and the 4 screws for the motors with each swap over for testing, which made the whole process a lot faster. In order to maintain a consistent spacing between the chronograph and the blaster, my outdoor table has some nice wooden slat separation. The 15 dart worker P-mag was always wedged into the last groove, and the chrono taking up the first 4 slats. As shown by the different angles, height and distance compared to the chrono is always consistent.